Shalom and welcome to the Shalem Video Podcast, episode 5. As always, things are very exciting here on Shalem. Currently, this year's group is nearing the end of the Jerusalem Studies component and is getting ready to start Israeli experience. In our second to last podcast from Yerushalayim, we'll visit our participants in the Chadar Ochel, have a nice chat with our Mashgiach Ruchani, HaRav Goldman, and catch some of the students after class for some impromptu interviews. Let's begin by going to lunch.
I represent Shalem when it comes to food in the cafeteria and what we like to eat. Now, a recent innovation of the food VOD was the contribution of tuna fish to the salad bar daily, which is very big. You can ask our charichim. What I like about meals so much at the hostel, I think, is, you have these lunches, wonderful meat lunches, and there's a lot of variety, there's salad bar, a copious amount of food. There's a salad bar, there's soup, there's carbohydrates, there's proteins, there's just everything you could want, and even if you don't eat anything, there's peanut butter sandwiches.
Obviously, all the food here is incredible. You got the lunches, which are amazing, and you got the dinners, which are pretty good, and breakfast, which is just about everybody's favorite meal. I think we all have to give credit to the wonderful soups that they have at the hostel. The soups every day are amazing. You got the tomato and the vegetable, you got the barley and the pea, you got the corn, you got chicken, you got mushroom barley, there's no pumpernickel soup. But they're all amazing, and they're all amazing all the time, and they're hot and plentiful, and they go down your throat like no other soup I've ever had before in my entire life.
Food's really good. Always a salad. And good company, good friends.
We have a variety of milkies, which always makes our days. You have your cappuccino milky. Mochaccino, excuse me, thank you, Leah. You have your chocolate milky. You have your vanilla milky.
And the best one.
Hafuch.
My favorite thing is the salads, and if you turn the camera this way, you can see the amazing salads that are on offer every single day. I'm vegetarian, and there's always loads to choose from.
We should do it.
This is us leaving the Chadar Ochel.
Next, join me as we meet with our Mashgiach Ruchani, HaRav Goldman.
My name is Alan Goldman, Mashgiach Ruchani and a teacher on Shalem and on your course in general. This is my 5th year working for Shalem, and it's been a joyous experience. I learned at Machol Meir, Gross Kollel, and Knesset Beit Eliezer. I like to work for Shalem because I like the interaction. I like the idea of having an Orthodox program within the larger context of a Jewish community that's not only Orthodox, and the interplay between non-Orthodox and Orthodox, both in academics and both in the informal setting, and that I believe it's a very important part of bringing unity to the Jewish people. I believe it brings a student to prepare themselves for an Orthodox life within the general Jewish community, whether it be on campus, in college, or whether it be after that in the Jewish community. Being a part, both having your Orthodox community, but also being within a larger pluralistic Jewish community. I think that I bring the ability to integrate a number of different disciplines into Shalem, into one's life and one's lifestyle. From one perspective, a historical perspective, yet a spiritual perspective. The fact that one can be Orthodox, but yet one can also go to college. I would say Gemara class is my favorite class to teach. We're able to really go in depth in the Gemara, but yet also see it its role in our lives personally and the importance it plays, and to develop it and to watch how the Gemara developed, and not just within the Gemara itself, but remains an oral tradition even to today. And when you look at the Gemara from the time of Chazal through the Rishonim and the Achronim until present time, then you actually see that developed oral Torah is still developing, and it's not something that was written down and then that's never, that's the way it is. And that's what we really do. We try to do in class, and that's an exciting process to be involved in oral in Torah Sheba'al Peh.
Right? We don't want to make that mistake. Rabbanan need to come and emphasize that not only the Shema can be said in English or any language, even the Shema, the whole Torah, and even the Shema can be said in any language. I made the mistake because I would have learned, if I didn't have this by the Rabbanan, I made a mistake and thought it was like Rebbe said. Here, Rav Zutra seems to be saying there's two different kinds of mitzvot, which are?
Well, here there's a mitzvah of saying the parak with kavanah, and then there's a mitzvah of just reading the parak.
Right. And where do you need to have kavanah to intention for?
The first kavanah is for...
until the pasuk V'alav Avecha. From there on, you only need kriya, mitzvah's kriya. Thank you, Rav Allen. Lastly, let's see what Shalem had to say when I got a chance to meet them after class and ask, why did you choose Shalem, and what is your favorite class?
I chose to be on Shalem because I like the fact that they did volunteering and learning, and I like that you could be religious. I wanted to meet people from all over and volunteer and live in as many places as I could. For spiritual growth. I like a lot of my classes. I would have to say it's Breshit, Agada, and informal education. How to be a good leader, Madricha. My favorite classes are Ulpan because I enjoy Hebrew. I love my Zionism and the arts class because it's a combination of learning Israeli history, which I had last year, but also combining it with art, so we get to go to lots of cool museums and see lots of different artist galleries. I really like the history of Zionism. Machshavet Yisrael, because it's with Rav Allen, and he's just such a great teacher and so enthusiastic about teaching us. I'm in the Lost Jewish Communities class, and I really enjoy that because we go on a lot of interesting siurim, and we get to meet the Samaritan community and the Ethiopian community and members of the Indian Jewish community, and see lots of different places in Israel. Mesilat Yesharim, Path of the Just.
The phone's stuck on her finger. So yeah, phone is stuck on finger.
I really enjoy Rav Allen's Gemara class. Very interesting class. I've learned a lot, especially how to attack Gemara. I enjoy Jerusalem history with Mark Rosenberg.
John, what do you like most about Shalem?
I love most the people. I was in yeshiva, and my year of Israel, I wanted it to be a year of being part of the land, part of the Israel society. And when I was in yeshiva, I was, entitled to that, but I wanted to do more. I wanted to volunteer. I wanted to learn, and also wanted to do work and be part of the Israel society and give to my country.
Do you feel you've been able to do that on Shalem?
So far, yes. I'm so happy on this program. It's one of them. I'm so happy I made this decision.
Well, that's it from this episode. As always, don't forget to point your browser to ishalem.net for links to our blog, photo gallery, and website. On our website, you should make sure to check out information about Olami, our new program extension beginning next year. On Olami, every 2 months, students will take a week-long trip to France, Eastern Europe, London, Morocco, and Ethiopia. As of today, February 12th, the program's already 2/3 full. Please make sure to sign up now to reserve your spot. From Yerushalayim, I'm Yehoshua Koren.